Come on. Oh, there it is. Testing the mic. What's going on, y'all? Howdy, howdy. It's time for some noise. No, I can't even talk already. Well, it is Monday. That's okay. Well, welcome. It is Monday, September 18th of 2023. I am Z Rex. This is No Noise. Let's get it in. We got a lot of green on the board today. So bulls are loving to see that. Well, crypto bulls at least. It's not as green in equity land, just slightly more so flat than anything. Excuse me. Oh, come on, frames. Don't be dropping. Sorry about that. I don't know. My stupid Spectrum. Damn Monopoly Spectrum over here. No, but we got some pretty good green across the crypto sector, it looks like. Pretty much 3, 5. Ooh, Link's bouncing nice off that bottom end of the blue box. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah, I hope y'all had a good weekend, by the way. Mine was pretty chill. Working on this old muscle car, getting it restored up, so that's been fun, but whatever. This isn't a car channel, although I've thought about doing one of those. Anyway, I digress. Let's see here. Anything standing out? No, besides crypto, just kind of having a good start of the week. All right, let's go ahead and start with Mama Bear. Let's see how the weekly closed. Speaking of, oh, look at this. A little bit of a bullish type candle. We were talking about this last week, that even though we got 3 open and closes below the 21, structure always trumps the oscillators or indicators or whatever else hell you're using. Structure always is numero uno. And as you can see here, I was a little bit concerned that just because we're right on top of mega major support in the 24,000 handle, and you got no follow through for 3 weeks, that's a little bit like, yes, it does technically, if you just use the EMA thing, it is bearish, but it's never that super simple. So anyway, we are just having a nice rally engulfing the previous 3 weeks. That's pretty nice. And we are getting follow through starting today too. If we can get back up over this 28-ish thousand zone, that'll be awesome. Let's see. Riemann. Oh, that's a long one. We're just going to call you Riemann. What's up, Riemann? Thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Glad to have you here. We do Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams. Throw your tickers you want me to look at in the troll box if you dare. Anyway, back to the chart. Right up under the 21. So could we get rejected here? Absolutely. This is a point of contention in the 27,000 handle on the shorter time frames. Let's go to the daily. Oh, excuse me. Got the hiccups here a little bit. That's exactly what you want when you're live streaming. Let's see here. Ooh, we have a potential for the bulls to get back in the power zone today, as long as we stay up probably above about 27,000. So that's interesting. And we're getting follow through off this tweezer bottom, which we talked about last week. So that's pretty nice to see. Just the line, I don't want to say line in the sand, but the point of contention here is that 28,000 right around this local high. So we can start taking this guy out and flip this and start making higher highs and higher lows on the daily. That would look very sexy time. Let's go back to the weekly real quick. I want to see one thing. Yeah, DMI is really, really neutral on that. Let's see. 450 is probably bullish. Wow. Actually, I didn't notice this last week, but the 458 went bullish actually like right out the gate on the tweezer daily pattern. And off the rejection, the bear rejection from this little sell-off here. So that's pretty interesting. And almost right before it tipped back into the weak zone, it started taking off again. So that looks pretty damn good. Let's go see if futures have the same thing. Yes, they do, right off the 200, sharing the same 28,000-ish level. The one thing that was a little different was GBDC. Interesting. It's not really doing that much today. It's just kind of chilling. But this is a very nice setup. EMAs are all pointing up. We've got DMI strong still on the daily. This one has looked a lot better than spot price for a while, oddly enough. Whatever the reason, who knows? There is this gap up here at like 23. And also, who cares? Because whatever. What's up, Casey Lewis? Good to see you, man. Happy Monday, sir. Let's see. And so as once we get over this $20 level, that will probably coincide with like 28.5 or something like that. So not too shabby. Yeah, I guess technically it is up 2%. It says, 2 point. Whoop, I can't move over there. Stay right here. Yeah, 2.1%. Yeah, 2.1%, 40 cents. Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of in line. But that chart overall, the structure looks a lot better. Oh, Ethereum, this is nice, getting some follow through as well. Let's see how the weekly closed. Nice little hammer candle on major support right here at about 15, 70-ish on this horizontal we've been watching, and right at the trend line cross, and right over here at all this business, right at top of it, and the 200. And wow, we did get the freaking close on the weekly again. And what I'm talking about is the historical volatility up here. That's this indicator on the top. Holy moly, y'all. That is crazy. 3 weeks. 1, 2 of confirmed. Yes, 3 weeks are confirmed now with vol flashes. I have never seen that in crypto before, so very, very interesting. Like I said last week, off of this formation and compression like this, I'm pretty much by the end of the year, I'm pretty much looking for a break of 2K or a break back below like 1400. So there's going to be a pretty damn large move coming out of this formation. And oddly enough, even this week is starting to print so far a fall flash. And it probably will only negate a vol flash if it gets outside of this tiny little range right here at about 16, pretty much the 1600 handle in general. Let's go to the daily again. Yeah, not over the 21, but definitely trying, looking a little bit better, trying to play catch up to Mama Bear. And let's go to the 458. And the 458 is back into bullish posturing above 1630. So above 1630 on lower time frames, Ethereum is starting to change its tone a little bit. Any view on BA? Hey, what's up, Rohit? Rohit T83, welcome. Haven't seen you in here before. Welcome, man. Thanks for hanging out. Any view on BA? That is Boeing, I believe. We can look at Boeing real fast. Let's go check it out. Boeing. What is Boeing doing? So macro trend is a little bit down still. You can see the slope of the 200 is very firmly pointing down and to the right. But we do have all the EMAs sitting right here. I usually do like that for really good support. And looking at structure, look at all these weeks. I mean, this is 200 days of freaking less than 5% pretty much moves. There's going to be a lot of support right here. Let me put up my horizontals real fast. Bam, bam, bam. There's going to be a lot of support above about 2. Oh, wow. And that's right around 200. So nice round number. Let's go to the monthly real quick. Yep, 200. There is major support at $200. As long as it's above $200, I don't see any major problem with it, but it is getting a little bit heavy. But as long as it's above 200, technically, it still looks okay. So this possibly could be a decent entry for a long. This is a little bit weak sauce here by the Bulls, not able to get over like 250, but it's the first attempt, so and they've been having a little bit of a struggle. But above 200, man, doesn't look too bad. Only about a 5-ish% risk, so not too shabby. Can't hate on it too much. Let's go back to Charlie Lee. What's he doing? Charlie. Wow, bouncing nice here, trying to flip the posturing a little bit, going from holy shit, we're about to go to zero. Crypto's a scam, I told you, to now, oh crap, it's just basing. See, it's not that bad. Let's go to the weekly. The weekly open and close. Nah, nothing too crazy. It's still below the trend line, but we are getting a decent response from the bulls off of this consolidation. So this is a nice candle and follow through up here. We get a couple more, probably dailies. Let's go back to the daily. If we get some dailies to close above 69, oh yeah. We get probably like one open and close above 69. I'd be looking for low 70s, like 74-ish. And then we'll have the 200 daily working itself down here over the next month to kind of meet price action. But hey, nice reaction shutting off the bears from the bulls here in the last week or so. ETC, what are you doing? ETC is just kind of hanging out, this ugly freaking pattern. I don't know what this is. This confusion. I'm not sure what that is. Wow, vol flash last week Wow, and the week before, oh my goodness, we're getting weekly vol flashes creeping up and other stuff. Ooh, Casey Lewis. Oh, I see that. KKR. He's got, what is that? Is that Kroger? Let's see. Well, here, let me finish up ETC real quick. ETC is the same shit, different day. It's 1420 pretty much. Hell yeah. 1420. And the vol flash is very interesting. So, in the vein of Ethereum, this is probably going to be holding. I'm sorry, it's probably going to be breaking either this 12 or the 24. It looks like from by the end of the year. I mean, you don't get weekly vol flashes that often. That is very rare, especially in crypto. That's for sure. KKK. Oh, KKR. Oh, sorry. I was like, wait, what? KKR stands for KKK and Co. Yeah, you think if that was the case, you think you'd come up with a better acronym for your business, but it is not that. I misread it. Anyway, looks really good. I love these. This is a saucer pattern from the heavens right here. Very beautiful and it's bullish as hell above 59 bucks. There is no other way to slice that. This is very nice, very lovely off the monthly too, picking up off the 55. We got 2 monthly open and closes above this range too, confirming. It's a little bit lower, about 57, 58 on the monthly, but we could just call it the upper 50s. As long as price is above upper 50s, this looks really good. And if you're a super conservative, you might look below anything below like 61 and change if you're really conservative. But macro, longer term, above upper 50s, this looks very good. And we can look for a target probably around the 786. Let's see, we're probably not too far from it. All right, yeah, 618. Yeah, so 786 would be a target here. This range between 72 and 77. Which, hey, look at that. Perfect. Your target is 72. Very nice. And the stop loss is 60. So yeah, I try not to look at whatever you write in there when I see it. I just look at your the parentheses. So it kind of makes it easy for that because I don't want to be biased. But man, nice. So we lined up perfectly with that. Ain't got no problems with that trade there, sir. Let's delete the fib. We don't need extra ones. Let's go to Ripple Me Nips. What is Garlic Bread doing? He ain't really doing shit. He's trying. The Bulls are trying to reject the sell-off here. Really need to get back above 50. But to give Bulls some credit, to be fair, look at this doji last week, and look where it closed above 48, y'all. That has been the line for macros, 48. We dipped below it a little bit to 46, but the weekly hammered up and closed above 48. That is very good for the Bulls in kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, Mondays. Monday special edness. It's Monday sped day. Anyway, it's kind of giving clues that we are sitting at a base here and confirming more so that 48 is very important level. So I do like that. Interesting. XRP. I'm going to have to go look at my XRP bag, see how it's looking right now, see if it needs to be boosted at all. XLM looks pretty nice here. Hold on. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, actually, hold now. Let me retract that a little bit. I don't like this candle here last week engulfing the previous two. It is right on the 21 and the middle of structure, so it's not like very doomy. If this happened at the top of range up here or something like that, or even at the bottom of range, it'd be a little bit more concerning. But happening right here in the middle of all this structure, it's not great, but it's okay. And on the daily, technically, we could be making another little incremental higher low as long as we hold about 11.5. So that's kind of interesting. On this consolidation, we are technically making higher highs and higher lows. So, okay. That gives me a little bit better confidence for longs here. Although it is between the daily, right in the middle of the 200 and the daily 21 in EMA. So usually I don't like to take trades between those. But given the structure of this and kind of where it's at a major contention point of potentially being a higher low, I mean, that's actually pretty decent right here because that's like less than 5% risk. Tron, what is Tron doing? Tron is not doing much. Looks a lot actually like XLM's chart. Look at this. XLM. Okay, wait, I am sorry. I am really special today. Holy crap. Maybe I need some more coffee. I was like, wait, what the hell? Tron's been breaking out. All right. Anyway, derp moment. Derp derp derp. Really good resistance right here at eight. Hey, look, we got that 8.5 level. Very nice. We were almost there last week, but it looks like we've tapped it officially today. And that is the point of contention on the upside. Will bears be able to reject price action from here? I don't know. This looks pretty constructive to me. I'm leaning pretty firmly bullish on this. If we get this weekly open and close too above this 8.3 level, that would look real sexy. And I'd be looking for probably 9 to 10 cents on that. So Tron continuing to show relative strength. Dot is actually finally doing, no, it's not. It's still below the 21. Garbage chart. Don't even care about it. ADA is kind of trying to flip here, but still below the 21. Just not really that exciting. Really want to see it above a quarter. Well, I guess technically it is, but we really need to see a little bit sustained move above 25 cents. And the 21 EMA, man, what is this shit? You're just getting worked on it since, well, what is this? Back in July, so. Link, nice. Link bouncing again off of this low. Look at that, guys. Right back to the middle. And it is finding resistance at the most important number on the planet, 669. So, and right at the 200 too. So that's kind of funny, right at 669. Yes, there is definitely resistance here. Let's go to the weekly. And you can see, I mean, it's smack dab in the middle of all this business. So this is a major contention point. This is beating a dead horse. We've talked about this ad nauseum. It is the same shit, different day. Link has literally been going sideways for a year and a half almost. That's pretty freaking crazy. So once it breaks out of this range, y'all, like I think pretty much $15 or like $3 is pretty much what's going to happen out of this formation. Let's see. EO to the S. No. Dan Larimer, what are you doing with your life? Below 60 cents, garbage. Don't even care. BCH, look at this. Getting over that horizontal last week. We were talking about, man, we might be getting a little flippy rooskies here. Nice retest, even in a couple of days. Liquidation, confirming on the hammer. This low 200 area is the point. The flip point, and it looks like bulls are trying to take back over, and really anything getting comfy back above 225 starts to look very sexy. And I mean, this weekly looks really good. This weekly open and close above 210 horizontal would also look very sexy too. BSV, not BCV, BSV. Sideways is F, man. You know, you can argue this is a low risk entry point right here. I mean, what are we looking at? Like 5 to 8%, 7%? Okay. So about 7%. Let's go to the weekly. No, nothing really there. Let's go to the 458 lower crack frames. Yeah, the bulls are trying to take over on the lower time frames right here. So this is actually kind of it. Oh, crap, hit the mic there. Sorry, guys. This is actually pretty interesting risk to reward. Yeah, about 8-ish%. Because if it starts getting below 29, then watch a lay. But yeah, and then we could be targeting probably like mid 30s off of this. And ultimately a little higher, probably like 38. All right, XMR also trying to flip. So bulls are trying to build constructive charts here over the last handful of days, even through the weekend. So that's pretty good sign. Still a little bit wonky here. Is this higher lows? Kind of. It did take this one out. It's a little bit of a sloppy pattern. Let's go to the monthly. Man, super tight. Look at this biatch. It's literally been July. So what is that? A year? Coming up on a year and a half as well of mostly sideways action. But as long as we're staying above these kind of the lows on this area here, you can see pretty much around 142, give or take like $4, then we're probably okay. Really need to clear 148. And ultimately, you already know that horizontal at 156. Zcash, what are you doing? Just barely holding on. Oof. Really need to see this one above 29. This one is pretty high risk. Is it trying to flip too? Yeah, but it is deep in the hole, man. It is deep, deep in the hole. And look at this kind of intermittent trend line here. Looks like it's about right there. Yeah, look at that. So, hey, we'll probably know by the end of the month. So that's cool. Dash. Ugh, gross. Man, if it starts getting above 27 and a half, this thing probably will violently run to low 30s. But Dash just looks like trash, technically speaking, below 28. Garbage. Doge. Let's see. Yeah, same shit, different day. Just tight as hell, getting worked. Barely holding on to 6 pennies. Below 6, trash. Really needs to get back above the devil's number. True. Oh, wait, I skipped one. Hey, look, STX trying to base out right here. Okay. Okay, we have a lot of this kind of accumulation, maybe Wyckoff-esque kind of look with the spring right here on a lot of charts kind of look like this. And so this is kind of interesting above 50 cents. Right now, whatever. Above 50 cents though, man, then we can start talking and we jump out to the weekly. Then we could even just run to 60 pretty quick. So not too shabby. Real trash back below 42. The meme power in crypto is just ridiculous, y'all. True Finance. Oh, snap. Look at this. Nice candle here. Getting above the blue box. This looks very nice above 3.5 pennies. We do have a lot of resistance at 4 cents off the weekly, to be fair. But on the daily, this is very constructive. Only would be concerned getting back into the purple box. Then we just go back into ping pong mode. So, and that lies at around 3.5. XRD, look at this, finding love at the purple box too, engulfing both the short-term EMAs 21 and 55. That would be, this is confirming this is a very good support zone that we have marked off. And let's see, was that a 786 retrace? Yeah, okay, looks good, very nice. This thing building above 5.7 would start to look very sexy. Looking pretty decent now. We got Momo and all the oscillators. Just a little bit more off structure, like above, that 5.8, 5.9 area. Woo, doggy. All right, let's see here. V-Chain. Hey, this looks good above 165. I like this rally, kind of trying to flag out a little bit here. Weekly doesn't look super great. Lots of resistance at like 2 pennies flat. But on the daily, it looks like the bulls are attempting to make a run up there. So not too shabby. Adam, hey, look, it's actually doing something besides selling off. That is nice. Okay. Oh, man, I didn't see this last week, but we technically had 3 stabs of bullish divergence from here to here to here. Man, dang, too bad I missed that. Usually the divergence like that comes in 3s. I don't know why. It's just something I've noticed a lot. Breaking the trend line. 21 EMAs all the way at almost $9. So if bulls wanted to kind of get a little testy, they could easily push up to $9. Interesting. This could be potentially flipping the bears here for black hole price discovery to maybe discovering the bottom. Maybe they found the bottom of the Mariana Trench and we're working our way up from here. So in that case, if that is going to be the case, bulls should... Oh, shut the frick up, dude. 669, are you serious? Okay. All right, now it's like crypto's trolling me or something. What the hell, bro? Anyway, this looks pretty damn good above 69 cents. All right. Let's see here. Osmos, not as great. Let's go to the weekly. Not as good. Really needs to get back above 35 pennies. Maybe it follows Osmos. I know those are kind of closely tied together, so maybe this is just a little bit slower here. But, I mean, we got the... Oh, let me make this a little bit bigger. No, not quite. They're trying. Really need to get back over 35, sorry. Ton, let's go, man. After breaking 2, you're saying this is one of the strongest looking charts in crypto, most relative strength. This and Tron. Funny, it's Ton and Tron. I don't know what the hell's up with that. Now, is this pretty aggressive? Yeah, it definitely is. But like we were talking about last week, man, once it breaches $2, it can get real violent because it hasn't been up there in a while, and just getting up into the zone is that's gets the bulls excited. They get nice little chubs from that. And yes, there is mega resistance at this trend line cross and also where this magenta candle lies, and that is at about 250. So we actually already tagged that. That was about the target we were looking for. So now we got digestion because this is very, very aggressive. This slope up. I mean, it can't really get more vertical. So I would expect price to kind of chill a little bit, maybe ping pong between like $2 and 250 before any kind of continuation or breakdown. Because generally you don't get such violent moves and then they just keep staying this violent. Like you don't see charts almost ever that do this and then they just keep doing that for months on end. It just isn't sustainable. So usually what you'll get is very violent moves, little liquidation breaks, and then you get continuation. Violent moves. You want it to be in sine waves. You never want it to be just super straight. Because then it goes like this, and then it comes down. So the A-frame pattern. Anyway, though, looking very sexy above $2. Nice move on Tron. The TA tea leaves work again. So funny people talk shit about TA, man. I'm like, dude, nothing. In my humble opinion, I don't think anything comes close to watching price action. Not reading fundamentals, none of that crap. Even insider trading, none of that bullshit. Because these charts literally show you all the information the entire world has for the auction at that moment in time. You're not smarter than the entire planet. I don't care who you are. All right, anyway, enough of that. ES staying above 45. You already know what the deal is. We're finding a little bit of defense on it today. Will we get some follow through this week and get back above 45? Possibly. Actually, I do think because it's mid September, isn't there a Fed week? Isn't this Fed week? I'm pretty sure it actually is this Wednesday. Yes, it is. So usually Monday, Tuesdays on markets, they have what's called Fed drift, and most of the time you will get the price action floating up into the to the Wednesday announcement. I do have a chart on that somewhere. I don't know. I have to find it and pull it up another day. Hold on, wait, did I just find it? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I can't pull it over right now, though. Let's see. I'm just going to kind of read it. So, yeah, the Fed drift is very real. Usually you drift up right into the afternoon of the announcement and then sell off. So it looks like we're already following that. Usually it's not huge percent moves. The average is off of my chart since 2018 is only about 0.25% roughly. So nothing too crazy. Usually it's just the sideways boringness until the Fed announces their stupid flappy yappy crap. Who cares? Whatever. But anyway, let's go back to price action because that's what's important. Above 4,500 looks fine. Nothing's changed on that chart. Above 15,000 looks fine on the longer term. On the shorter term, below 15.3. Dow has a little tweezer here. This is interesting setup, possibly hinting at some downside action, but really wouldn't even confirm or entertain that until we're back below 34.7. Russell is barely holding on. It's actually down today. If Russell loses 1850, y'all, we got to watch out, man, for the macro everything because Russell usually doesn't get faked out as much. It's kind of a better barometer of the real economy because there's a saying that the markets and the economy aren't the same thing. A lot of people put them together that like, oh, if the economy's doing good and the market does good and vice versa, but they are not the same thing. And especially nowadays with 20 something percent of, the indexes consolidated into 7 stocks and all these other different variables. So especially not nowadays, but yeah, so just a little food for thought there. Oh, dang. Casey Lewis has got CB. What is CB? We'll go check that out after I do the trans here. Let's do the trannies real quick. Wow, look at this nice doji. I mean, could it more perfectly get on the 21 than that? No, it definitely can't. Okay, above about 15K. Back below 15K, wash out. Dax trying to get up into the party zone. This is just this is a crazy ass chart. Now, we did talk about last week that this was a sign of weakness possibly, but we got a little follow through and immediate rejection. Man, if y'all can see this almost intermediate box here, it's like we got double boxation here. That's the technical term for it. I'm not going to crowd the chart up, but y'all can clearly see that pretty much 15.8 to 16 is like real tight ping pong range. Oh yeah, let's go look at CB. That is not Coinbase. I know that. Oh, it's Chubb. Back to Chubb. Hey, didn't you bring this up last week? I believe this is one of the. They're drilling under my slab right now at my house. And the not the adjuster, but the guy, the main plumber guy, told me that this company and USAA are the best house insurance companies on the market, bar none. He said Travelers, Progressive, all the ones that we all know. I never even heard of Chubb. I've heard of USAA, but never even heard of Chubb. I thought it was like a joke. I'm like, really? That's their name, Chubb. Okay, all right. But apparently they're the best one and pay out the most. So on another side note, outside of charts for just regular life stuff, might be. And I don't get paid by them or anything. I don't do affiliate stuff, and I never will. So uh, let's see. Yes, it is that one. Okay, nice. So you're getting follow through. Oh yeah, boy. I know you had an aggressive target on this. I think that was my only thing about it for you that I kind of had a little bit of pushback on. Yeah, you had the 228 target up here. Now there is a gap up there. So off that note, how I would trade this, because you're in at 213, so you're just up slightly right now. I would probably, if we got anywhere in this gap right here in the low 220s, I would probably take half of it off and then just see what happens. I might even take some off at the top of this blue box, because there's going to be a lot of even resistance here at about 218-ish, 217. So, and that's still another what? You still got another 1.5% to that. So, but very nice that it's getting you're getting follow through on that sexy time. And as long as it's shorter term, if it stays above 211, that completely stays intact. And what was your stop loss? 204. Yeah, so you're a little further down than I would probably go, because the H pattern I talk about a lot on here on the show. This also goes into, I'm not sure exactly what to call it, some like hook upside down H. I don't know. So you can see it works both ways. So this is the H pattern, and then this is the inverse of it on the bullish side. And so as long as this is above that 210-ish, 211 area, we could do a measured move on this. And I wonder if it actually points to like 28. It actually is just a little bit over. So hey, not too shabby, man. Just for me, for whatever. Everybody trades a little bit different, but I would probably take off a good chunk of it in this gap, if it's stalled there. Of course, on the first day that it gets in there, you can wait, but just kind of to take some off. You can always buy back in. That's a thing that I always tell people. Cup and handle. Is that what he said? Is that what he said? Cup and handle. Um, yeah. That's not really a cup and handle though. So that's an inverted H pattern. A cup and handle looks like it'll be more like it'll be like this, and then it goes down like this, right? A cup and handle pattern is like this. So you have the consolidation. Now, could it turn into one if it kind of goes sideways right here? Yeah, definitely. And of course, pattern reading is a little bit subjective for sure. Not all the time, because I see people draw crazy ass patterns on shit that is nowhere near what it's supposed to be. But yeah, could you argue cup and handle a little bit, especially with some more sideways? Yeah, we're probably just splitting hairs. Funny thing though, look at this H pattern down, rejected. Now we're getting the inverted H right on top of the hump. So I do agree with your stop though on the macro at 204. Very good. VIX. What is this doing? Nothing here. Whatever. Below 15. Nothing too exciting. Just clustering down here. Yeah, whatever. Nothing too crazy. Acting like a wart, just clustering up. Yep, nothing there. Getting a little stall pressure on the crude. How did the weekly close? Weekly close nice and strong, but as we were talking about last week, low 90s is going to have pretty good resistance. Looks like we're getting. I'm just going to put S's on the end of everything I say today. Apparently, looks like we're getting a little bit of hesitation here. Very expected. Sideways, let the EMAs catch up, or even a little sell off into the mid 80s would be perfectly acceptable right here, and nothing to be concerned about at all. The only way I would start to be concerned is if we started taking out like 85 for multiple days in a row. Then I would start to get a little bit concerned. But other than that, this is still very constructive. Let's get rid of that trend line there. We don't need that. Other than that, though, it looks very constructive and kind of playing out as the TA would suggest. NG, what is it doing? Man, it is going mega sideways. Y'all can clearly see this range 253 to 280. And the 200 is about to meet with price action here in the next week or so. So probably large move. We never really got that higher pump on this, so that's a little bit concerning for the bulls, but we aren't making lower lows either. So it's very, very neutral here. And any price below, man, even really below 260, you have to start questioning the bulls here because they should have been able to pump this. What are bulls supposed to do? Make price go up. Why didn't they do that? Yeah, might have to question that. Back above 275, though, does look pretty damn good. Bonds selling back off. Oh, my God. Are they implying hikes this Wednesday? I wonder what the actual Fed fund future rates are. Let me go pull it up on my other tab. Let's just see. I'm curious. Are they implying rate hikes for tomorrow, or for sorry, not tomorrow, for the Wednesday meeting? Sorry, I was trying to say that out loud and talk at the same time. It just it just wasn't working very good. And they say you can just multitask. I guess not. Let's see. They are implying, yeah, it's split between 5.25 to half to 5.5 to, man, it's like literally dead split. So interesting. Well, usually it's pretty on the money as far as what the Fed is or what the Fed fund futures do. So it's interesting to have kind of confusion there. Maybe we're going to have some violent action later this week. Wow, TMF getting destroyed. Dollar taking a little bit of break. Not surprising. Major resistance at this trend line cross, which also coincides with this little doji previous high at about 105.5. And also with this really long-term trend line from like a decade ago. Really got to clear 105.50. We do that, man. That probably means rates are going to be 6% or some shit or higher. So, oh, man, interesting. Hey, well, we'll know in a couple of days probably. Let's see here. TNX, yeah, rate yields covering right about that 430 area. We are kind of just ping pong and right on top of it, man. Above 435, that would also imply higher rates and stronger dollar. Euro obviously going to be down. Interestingly enough, gold's kind of rallying, or like metals in general are rallying today, which is kind of opposite. If we are going to hike, you wouldn't expect to see that. Nothing really to add to this, though. Until it's below like 1900 or back above 2K, it's literally just ping pong mode. So whatever. Same with silver, ping pong mode, sideways is F, 22.5, 24.5. Till it's really comfortable outside of those ranges for at least a week. Because precious metals are slower movers than, most tradables. So until it's outside of that, it's ping pong mode. Platinum tried to get back over 950. We'll see if it can. You can clearly see ping pong action happening here as well. And palladium is, little false breakdown. Interesting. Also ping pong action. No Momo anywhere. Super neutral. So above 1200, below 1300. So pretty much the 1200 handle. Whatever. All right, GDX. Oh, we're getting a little bit of love from the miners. Okay, not so much on the juniors, but on the regular, on the seniors, looking okay, but nothing too crazy. Let's go to, oops, not the brokers. Let's go to the blockchain and let's go to our, oh, look at this. Vol Flash on the daily on our miner index is popping up today. Why, hello. We got it on some of the shit coins. We've got 3 in a row on Ethereum. Very interesting. The price compression is real, y'all. And above 370, it's okay. Really would like to see this get back above 400, though. Oh, look at this. Cores trying to bounce. Dude, there is someone in the Cores book that is just nom, nom, nom. 69 slut, dude. They are just give me all the 69 you can, and they are bidding that shit up, man. Just man, wow. That is just crazy how much it's paying off 69. So, hey, above 69, it's all good, man. It is making lower highs, so I would like to see bulls looks like possibly on this attempt, maybe this week, take out 79 or 80. Let's just say 80. So above 69 looks good. Need confirmations for some higher highs. We need to see some work above 80. All right, let's see what the weed stocks are doing. They're probably dumping. Yeah, Dump Fest 3000. Well, yeah, I'm not in these for now. I'm looking for possibly a rebuy. But yeah, like I talked about last week, I'm not holding stuff that runs right up to the trend line, straight vertical under mega resistance. I ain't doing that, man. I'm taking my money and running. You can always buy back in. You can always buy back in. Do not forget that. And I say this a couple times before. If you're ever questioning, if you don't have a trading plan and you're starting to kind of like question off emotion and get a little flustered off of that, what you should do and thinking about it too much, because you really shouldn't think about a trade too long or like while you're outside or working or doing some other stuff. If you're trading your plan, it shouldn't be stressful or anything. So if you're starting to get kind of emotions like that, you need to reassess. And one thing I've recommended people do, and even to myself, is if I feel like that, I'll just close the position and then I'll just see if I can buy back in or short back in, whatever, reopen it at that same price, because what is it going to cost me? $5 in commissions or some shit. But what it'll do is it'll allow you to not have confirmation bias and reassess, because you might, like, let's say you sell all, like, I don't know, let's say you bought right here and you made some good percent gains, you doubled up and you're like, oh, hell yeah. And you're like, oh, but you didn't really have a plan on when to sell. You're like, oh, shit, I don't know what to do. Just sell half of it, sell all of it, sell a good amount of the position, and then see if you can buy it back. Because 9 times out of 10, I bet you can't. If you bought here and you sell all of it here, and then you're like, okay, let me try to buy it back again. And you want to put a little time between this too. You don't want to do it like instantly, like sell it, flip the book, and then click buy. But maybe do it, go eat lunch or something, come back, maybe even the next day, because price, you're not going to miss out on that much, especially if you've already done really good, whatever. And then maybe the next day, and then see, oh, can I buy it back in? And you're going to be like, wait, I'm going to enter my new position at 140. Oh, no, hell no. So just some food for thought. Try it out one time. I don't know. It's helped me a lot. So just passing that along. Anyway, throw your tickers in the box now. This is ticker time. So I will look at those here in a second. We're just going to kind of fan through a couple things to kind of wrap this up. Let's see. Sector majors, everything's kind of, mostly flat. Retail's getting hit a little bit. Uh-oh. Well, wow. Retail actually looks bearish as hell. What, people ain't shopping? Interesting. Okay. This actually looks real bad below $63. I'm not going to lie. I don't like that below 63. Let's go to the weekly again. Yeah, on the weekly too, 63. Is it in the middle of all this range? Yeah, it definitely is, but kind of weak sauce there. Huh. How about banks? What are they doing? Let's go to, I'm just kind of retesting the zone there. Oh, we'd have to be real careful if this lost 42 on the regionals. They haven't really got slapped since all that Silvergate and all that other crap that happened or whatever. Yeah, it's okay. Right at the edge, man. Right at the edge. Anything below 37.5. Watch out. Nothing there. Let's move on to the top traded. What is Apple doing? Apple finding some love here. Is it going to go back and fill this gap before it rolls over? Possibly. This is definitely the nastiest price action we've seen in Apple in a while. We were talking about this not yesterday, last week, that this is pretty nasty setup. This is definitely leaning a little bit more bearish now. We got kind of this gap fill here. We got a little gap here, but below like 183 ish. I would be questioning the bulls on that. Faux show. Microsoft, kind of nasty candle on Friday. How did that end up for the week then? Yeah, a little bit nasty, but not too crazy. Looks a lot worse on the daily. Anything below 323, I would start to really look out. And there is a big gap between 275 and 300 from April that has not been filled yet. So we start losing like that 320-ish area. That starts to open up the doors to that gap there. AMD is kind of rolling. What is this doing? Bad. Nah, nothing there. Vol Flash on Cisco systems. Is it finally kind of chilling out? Man, it's actually above all this consolidation, though, so it still looks decent above mid-50s. Disney trying to get going. Find a little resistance here below. The best case for this chart is this is a false breakdown, and bulls this week would need to get back above 86 to kind of confirm that. If they just lollygag here before the Fed meeting and then ended this week, kind of just roll back over, that would look kind of shitty. NVIDIA, is it finally doing anything? Oh, it's barely holding on, y'all. Let's zoom in. You can see it looks like a gap down this morning. Yeah, look at that gap down this morning. Let's see. Man, NVIDIA is starting to look pretty heavy. This is looking like distribution. We've got bearish divergence between here, and here. All the way through this pattern, we have bearish divergence. And on a big gap, man, I suggested last week that a put butterfly or something here might be good. I might go look at that after I do the stream because, if you can pin close to the target on the put butterfly, depending on how wide the wings you make, that might sound like total Spanish to some of y'all, but that's just some option trading lingo there. But that could be a good trade coming up. Man, look at this. After the vol flash, too, we're already getting 2 selling days in a row. I would not want to be holding this right now till it got back above 450. I would not want to be long that. All right, let's go to, I think that's it. I don't see any other tickers in the troll box. So I'm just going to go look at Robinhood, because at some point I do think this will probably be a buy. It'll probably take crypto to come back to life. Planeteer is also something I'm looking into nibbling on again, except I don't like this head and shoulders pattern. So I'm just being real patient. Never have to jump in. Be patient, man, when trading, because usually if you're too giddy and just trying to get it real fast, that's usually a bad sign. Man, BlackBerry, what the hell's going on here? Dump fest, pump fest. If this off of this pattern, if this bitch clears 569, of course, if it clears 569, then man, I would look for a move to 6. Oh my god, are you kidding me? To 669? Okay, okay. Oh my god, dude. Okay, I just gotta laugh at that shit and move on. Anyway, short term on the bottom side though looks real good above $5. We do have earnings coming up though on the 28th, so that'll be next week. So keep that mindful. I do want to play BlackBerry. I've loved playing BlackBerry. It has really good options, nice strikes. They're cheap too because it's only $5, so you can play around in there pretty well. But anyway, waiting for this to break. I'm probably going to wait till after the earnings to do anything crazy, though. But this is something I'm eyeballing to hopefully get me a good trade on. I think that's it, man. I don't really see. Let's look at water stocks real quick, because those are something I also want to get into for a longer-term trade here at some point. Because if you can look at the long-term trade, if we go to our long-term chart, if we go to California Water Service, they have a really long chart to like the 70s. And look at this. Look at this crap. This is a monthly. We can even look at this in a quarterly, y'all, because it's been around a long time. Look at this quarterly chart. What looks like this? This is like steady AF. Like the girl you wish you had. It's so steady and smooth, just all the way up. Man. I mean, this looks better than the indexes. I mean, look at this volatility. Oh, man. Oh, shit. It sold off 24% in the dot-com bubble. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't know about oh, no's. Oh, crap. Tech sold off 80%. Oh, crap. Amazon sold off 95%. Yeah, just to kind of give you some context around that, this bitch just goes up and to the right. And you can see even on the 3-month chart, it barely gets below the 21 EMA, only on a couple little stabs in turmoil markets in the very end of the .com right here, and also the start of the GFC. And this is probably 15. Yep, and there's 15. The summer of 2015 was brutal. Then after that, are we about to get one now? I'll tell you what, ladies and gents, I'll be putting in buy orders in the 40s here because I want to get this filled for long term. I don't think it pays. Oh yeah, it pays a little 2% dividend too. So there you go. You get a little bit of little booster bonus, and also you get a real stable chart up and to the right. Now that's the best looking one. If we go to, yeah, this one looks good too, but it's only been around since '08. That's why I like to use the California Waterworks one because it's been around like a long time. And then the PNR one is also good. Same kind of posturing, a little bit more volatile than California Waterworks. You can see that it comes down to here. Oh, my phone's ringing. Sorry about that. You can see it comes down a little bit deeper and just like I said, a little bit more volatile than hell. Why is my bank calling me? Is a little bit more volatile than the whatchamacallit. Sorry, got a little sidetracked there. ADD sidetrack. It's more volatile while it stretches down to the 55 EMA on the 3-month, where California Waterworks barely wicks down there and is immediately bought up. Let's go back to PNR. So Pentair, and let's also get rid of that for now. But yeah, you can see this looks really good above 55. Oddly enough, it's in a better position than California Waterworks. Ooh, the one big problem here, though, this looks like 786 zone. Yeah, it is. So this is usually where you get selling pressure. So maybe on this one, I'm going to wait to see if it can pull back into the low 60s, even upper 50s. That would be a good re-entry for me on this. It's kind of what I'm looking for there. Anyway, though, hey, Semanged Torbani. Hey, appreciate the follow, man. Good to have you. Welcome. Again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams. And if you want to put anything in the troll box, throw it in there. I'll be happy to look at it for you. Most definitely. All right, let's go look at XYL. Looks okay. Above 90-ish bucks. Not too shabby. But I want to kind of, before I even commit to long-term stuff, I like to wait for September and October to get mostly out of the way. Because those are, historically, September, October are the worst performing months in the markets. So they're usually kind of like weak months. So don't want to get too crazy in these months for a long exposure. Oh, let's go look at psilocybin stonks, because I do think that these have some potential here. Yeah, so MindMed and Compass, both of these, look at this solid. Oh my God. The Monday Derps. Look at this sideways consolidation here. Very nice. I mean, it's kind of like Link or some of the cryptos bouncing. It's right in the middle, but look what we're doing. We're crossing all over the 200 right now. In another week or two, the 200 could flip if we just stay above like $9 or probably even like 880 or so. We will get the 200 to start curling up, and this could potentially do a chrono cross of epic proportions. I do think if Weed too keeps getting further news and progress about it being descheduled. That this will probably follow with a slight lag behind that, because if that's getting approved, then hell, I think people are actually more open minded in general to the mushrooms being approved first before weed, which is kind of hilarious. But I even see that down here in Texas, like billboards supporting mushroom stuff. You barely see any weed billboards down here, that's for sure. It's mostly guns and churches, boy. Anyway, um, let's see. Over 390. This looks pretty damn good on MindMed, and we're just kind of building up. Look at this. Speaking of 200, nice sloped up above all the structure inside of this gap. Are we about to go test the top side of this gap? If we get over 430, I believe that is most definitely in the cards. What is AI stuff doing? Not too much. NVIDIA is one of the big boys in AI. Yeah, nothing. I don't really know that much about those. All right, I'm going to wrap this biatch up, I think. I still don't see anything in the troll box, so no worries on that. Makes my job easier. Oh, yeah, and we're already right at an hour. I usually try to keep these right about there. So, all right. I think that's it. I'm just kind of looking through my list here if there's anything that I possibly want to share or look at. Oh, let's go look at coronavirus stocks, since I know everybody's heard that shit on the damn news at some point. And let's just see what the stonks say. Wow, Regeneron is looks really good here. A little bit of lag here. Bulls should be able to pump a little harder than this, but overall looks pretty damn good above 800. Wow, 800. Holy shit. They need to do a split on this thing, dude. What the hell? Yeah, like 790, 800. It actually looks pretty good. Interesting. I don't think any of the other ones are like that. Yeah, all the other ones are total shit. Codex, hey, it's back in the range. So if this shit does ramp up again, then look at this. Oh my god, look at this, y'all. I just want to point something out real quick. Look at this. So COVID didn't officially happen until March, right, of 2020, something like that. Look what a company did that was going to benefit from it. Look what happened. It broke out in January. In late January, it flipped bullish, well before any COVID announcements. Bernard Baruch, if you know who that is, he has a famous saying called, "Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news." I just want to illustrate that most of the time, and a large most of the time, price action will move first before news comes out. And it's hard for a lot of people to like accept that. They're like, "Oh no, man, we don't have a news article. I need a news article to apply to this price action." No, you don't. And I make people mad sometimes. I go to like trading meetups and talk to some of my friends and other people that are in the space, and I'm like, they're like, "Why is it going up? What's the article?" I'm like, "Oh, it's more buyers than sellers." And they're like, "Oh my god!" They're like, "I hate you, Z-Rex. Like, shut the hell up." They get so mad. But I'm like, literally, that's the only thing that makes price move is an imbalance of buyers and sellers. There's nothing else. That's it. I don't care if it's a news thing or whatever. The baseline is there's more buyers than sellers. Yeah, people, it's so funny. I've literally gotten to a couple screaming matches about that. Giant double aught. The giant aught? Okay, what's up? Giant aught period. The Giant Ot Dot. Is that your name? Giant Ot Dot? What's up, buddy? Thanks for the follow. Glad to have you here, man. Again, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, we be doing them streams. And don't be scared. Don't be lurkers, y'all. Freaking put tickers in the chat, dude. Do it. Do it. Put your feelings. Tell me I'm trash. Tell me I'm great. Tell me something. Just put something in the troll box, y'all. Don't be scared, dude. Everybody be lurking nowadays. Anyway, I just wanted to share kind of my thoughts on and to show you that well before even something like that, look, most of the move had already happened by the time COVID was a big deal. See, look, and it just went sideways and then rolled off. Now we're all the way back down, round trip all the way back down. So If this started getting back above like 160, you'd probably be like, oh shit, are we going through round two? I hope not. Anyway, moving on. CVAC, yeah, none of the other ones look good. Even mRNA looks trash. Invax looks trash. It did a round trip too. So the only one is Regeneron, which is kind of surprising. All right, I think that's it, y'all. Much love. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Just to wrap it up, we're getting some nice love bouncing on the crypto land, but we need to have some follow through here. Nothing really has changed. Oh shit. Well, I guess we're not getting follow through today. We're getting rejection. What the hell? Damn, that just happened, huh? Yeah, literally in the last 20 minutes. Well, okay then, Bears. Well, fine. Okay, well, that's kind of going to be a shitty candle if it closes like this, to be fair, and especially if it closes below 26.5. That would look pretty nasty on the daily structure. Weekly, though, not too surprising. It's getting a little rejection here from the first attempt on that. But same shit, different day from last stream. Above 25, it's fine. Below 28, it's fine. It's just neutral zone with a slight bullish advantage above the 24,000 handle. And then the same thing with Ethereum. Y'all already know that mid 15s and the mid 17s. That's it. Ping pong mode till we're out of that. Whatever. All right, guys. Much love. I will see y'all guys Wednesday on Hump Day for the stream again. I hope y'all had an awesome weekend again. I hope y'all have a super awesome Monday and start of your week. We will see y'all on Wednesday. This has been Z Rex with no noise signing out. Peace. Or what do I usually say? I am Z Rex. This is no noise. Peace. Later, guys.